All right, so unfortunately, we have to cover this Chaka situation.
There's an update?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been charged with murder.
Chaka?
Ludacris longtime manager Chaka Zulu was arrested on a litany of charges, including murder, on September 13th, according to Fulton County, Georgia, jail inmate records. It's his real name, Obafemi, who voluntarily turned himself in, faces additional charges of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and simple battery for a June shooting outside of Atlanta restaurant, APT 4, Apartment 4B, that left 23-year-old Artez Benton dead. Records show Obafemi bonded out the same day. Now, this is bittersweet for me. I was really happy to see that Chaka was arrested, only because I didn't know Chaka was okay.
Right. We never got any updates.
I never got an update, which no news could be good news or really bad news.
Right.
Nah, he was messed up. I heard he had to learn how to walk again.
I heard
he was bad.
I heard the same.
Bad shape.
But them arresting him, for me, told me, all right, his health is somewhat all right. Other than that, this is so super confusing to me.
Same.
I'm confused.
So from what I've heard,
This happened months ago.
yeah,
And you're charging him in September.
they said the young kid, his family, like his videos of him and his family. I mean, his family basically was putting pressure on the Atlanta, police department and the Atlanta DA. They was putting pressure on
With what we have seen so far from the Fulton County DA,
She don't care.
especially as it pertains to hip hop,
She ain't playing.
I can't imagine them to have needed to press too much.
I mean, it's a
I
scary
know
situation.
Chaka to be an absolute sweetheart,
Super dope dude.
a great
Get
man.
along with everybody.
Right.
Like, it's done. I know nothing but good things about Chaka. So the story that came out was apparently Apartment 4B is his restaurant.
Or he promotes there, like, or some shit like that.
He has some
He got
business
some
there
ties
if
there.
it's
Yeah,
not
he got
his.
He got ties there.
His weapon was licensed. And this is in Atlanta where stand your ground is a thing.
Yeah, a girl posted some footage of them jumping them. It was like 4 or 5 dudes that was jumping them. And then, but it
So
cut.
to charge him for murder a few months later, the first thing I was thinking was, did someone die that was unrelated to this incident? So that
like a stray or something?
Yeah. So they have no choice but to kind of charge him? Or did they see some footage that says this story went other than the one we
as
know?
the one was told.
Either way, they saw something. They got something that told them, okay, we need to do
We
something.
don't
over
have a
here.
choice but to charge him.
Yeah. We may never, we may not know, but for them to come months later and say, nah, we're charging him, means there was a turn of events that led to that.
True, definitely.
I don't like it.
No.
And I also don't like that somebody lost their life.
Sure.
Of course.
So I'm clear.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
But it don't make me feel good as a retired rapper, I'll tell you that. And nothing that I have talked about
Been reporting lately.
makes me feel good as a retired rapper, but
Shit, even listening to music.
even
you know what I
listen-
mean? Like, we
yeah.
can't even listen to music
Fam,
the same.
52-year-old successful dude from what everybody's report of him is that he's just a dope nigga. Like, he's just a good dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to be put in a situation like that, again, outside of a club that he has ties to, we got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it get to this?
Word.
Chaka has a reputation of making sound decisions. So it's like, and again, this is me just assuming. I have to assume if Chaka felt like he needed to discharge a weapon, then he needed to discharge a weapon.
Yeah.
And
He
again,
ain't reckless like that. From what we all know about him anyway. He's not.
now the result might have been reckless with loss of life,
Right.
But the decision making and the events leading up to that, I need to hear and see a little more.
Yeah.
Chaka gets the benefit of the doubt from me.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
We'll be watching. You know, I'm pretty sure as this plays out, we may get more information.
I'm sure.
But what type of messaging does that send out to people in this business that may need to protect themselves?
That's the sad part. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the bad message. Again, for a nigga like Chaka that is damn near Atlanta's mayor. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, all jokes aside, but he's loved in the A.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's respected.
Loved in
He's
New York.
No, but in Atlanta it's
It's
different.
different.
It's a different level in Atlanta. For him to have to now walk around, he's fucking Teflon.
Right.
Or should be
Should be.
Teflon in Atlanta. Now, for him to have potentially gotten jumped, well, not potentially, he got jumped by 4 or 5 dudes, and he has to now pull out a gun and start shooting. That's crazy. It's basically saying nobody's safe.
Right.
If he ain't safe, nobody's safe.
Well, that's exactly what it is, though.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
safe.
that's crazy.
Nobody is safe right
And
now.
again, apartment 4B is not fucking
That.
Speed or Envy back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. It's a upscale, 35 up-ish, bougie hood Atlanta spot.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that.
But, I mean, Ish, we see reports of niggas getting robbed on Rodeo Drive.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Like, no, like you just said, there's nobody, you're not safe anywhere, no matter who you are.
I'm not disagreeing.
It's
In New
fucked up
York,
as
in
it
New
sound.
York, we know there was the string of events happening over there by Dream,
Yeah. Dream Hotel.
upscale,
Upscale.
Yeah.
more of the same.
All the restaurants over there,
It's a little.
niggas getting robbed out there.
New York and Atlanta is different though, right? We can all
Gun
agree
laws.
to that. No, just that, just how the demo and you know what I'm saying. New York is just wide the fuck open. Like you could in New York, you could be somebody, but it's so many people that somebody won't know who you are and you could get touched. Atlanta's a little different than that. Like it's a little more compartmentalized where, again, everybody knows who this guy is. That's at apartment 4B on this particular night. They know who he is. You get what I'm saying?
What I'm-
All I'm
yeah,
trying to say?
Yes, I agree with you. But in New York, sometimes they don't be targeting people. They be targeting the place.
I know.
Right.
And,
So
or we
whoever's
know,
here,
we know whoever goes to this particular type of
Has money.
establishment
Is
is,
doing-
working with
got a
some
little
money, got
something.
their jewelry on or whatever
You
the
standing
case may
outside,
be.
you
Yes.
smoking a cig, you
Yes.
smoking a blunt, you're Richard Millie
You
showing
waiting
your
for an
jewelry
Uber
is
or
out.
whatever the case may be. You got. Yeah.
Right.
nigga, they got French driver sitting out there, like sitting in front of Dream in the truck. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, like you said in Atlanta, they know who you are. What I'm saying is they don't care who you are. We know who you are. Give it up.
New Joe Budden.